Less than 1 month ago, Belgian police conducted 20 raids. They found more than €1.5 million in cash. Staff, civil servants, NGOs and even senior EU lawmakers have been implicated. The investigation alleges that they took money, trips and gifts in return for lobbying for Qatar at the European Parliament.
This case is even more sensitive and important as it touches the heart of the European democracy.
4 people have been charged. Eva Kaili, a Vice President of the European Parliament, praised Qatar at an address to Parliament in November for reforms around migrant workers prior to the World Cup.
Qatar is a front-runner in labour rights, abolishing kafala and reducing minimum wage.
Now stripped of her parliamentary immunity from prosecution, she's under arrest and waiting trial for corruption and money laundering. Her partner, Francesco Giorgi, an assistant to an Italian MEP, has also been arrested. The office where he worked in Brussels, the human rights NGO Fighting Impunity, was one of the locations raided. Its founder is former Italian MEP Antonio Panzeri, a central figure in the investigation. Panzeri has been charged with intervening politically with members working at the European Parliament for the benefit of Qatar and Morocco. Police in Italy also carried out raids at a number of properties in the Lombardy region. They found cash and gifts. They arrested Panzeri's wife, Maria Corleone, and daughter, Silvia Panzeri. This week, the process to revoke the immunity of 2 more MEPs began. Belgian media say that they are Andrea Cozzolino and Mark Tarabella, and that both are under investigation. Qatar, meanwhile, has denied conspiring to bribe politicians for influence in Europe. As part of the fallout, the EU has voted to suspend all pending legislation involving the country. Plans, including visa-free travel for Qataris to the Schengen area, are now on hold.
I cannot say this will never happen again. This is criminal corruption, but I will make sure that everything is in place to make sure the Parliament is not for sale.
Cash for influence is embarrassing and damaging to the European Parliament. With the investigation widening and more politicians at risk of being charged, it threatens to spiral into the biggest political corruption scandal in the history of the European Union.